Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry it has been such a long time since I last posted anything. Time sort of got away from me, and before I knew it, it was a month since I posted something. If you didn't already know, I have been participating in an amazing challenge called Mermay. Mermay was created by Tom Bancroft. He is a Disney animator, and you design a mermaid every day for the month of May. I've worked extremely hard and really enjoyed my experience doing this challenge this month, so if you want to see any of my other mermaids, feel free to check out my Instagram at Pretty Little Drawings. So for today's mermaid, the prompt was angry. This is from my prompt I created a while ago, so if you do want to follow along with the rest of Mermay, I have a prompt on my Instagram. So today's angry, so I went with kind of a warmer color scheme, and she has sort of a more annoyed face than an angry face, but I thought it was really cute, and it would go with the angry theme. I had originally thought to post a video last week, but in the process of recording, I messed up the drawing really bad. I decided to mix some Copic colors that did not go well together. I actually put a light color on top of a darker color, and if you work with markers of any kind, you know that it can turn into a muddy disaster, and that's exactly what happened last week. So I just scrapped the whole video and said I'll just come back to this another time and do it again later. So that's what this video is a redo of last week, but it is a different prompt. For this mermaid, I decided to go with a warmer color scheme. So the skin is a little bit warmer and the hair is a red, and the tail is going to be like a golden yellow color. The tail was inspired by a betta fish because I didn't want to stick with the classic oblong Ariel tail. I've done that a lot with these mermaids this month, so I was trying to think out of the box and try to find different fish that could inspire the tail of this mermaid. I also filmed this video a little bit differently than I usually do. I usually have my phone propped up on a higher angle and you can see my head when it comes in the shot. So I wanted to try to use different angles and zoom in at different parts of my process so it looked a little bit different. Let me know if you like this. I don't know if this will stick around or if I'll find another way to do this, but your thoughts would be appreciated in the comments. I also asked some of my Instagram followers to ask me some questions about art style, so I'm going to try to answer those in this video as best as I possibly can. It's only a couple questions. So a very common question I got was, what age did I find my art style and how long ago was it? I found my art style just last year. I've been trying to find an art style for the past couple years. So doing a lot of studies and looking at other artists that inspired me really helped with that. But yeah, I was only 19 or 18, maybe it was 18, later part of 18, that I finally found an art style. But I feel like art style really develops with the more you draw. So my art style could look completely different for a year from now, and I think that's true with a lot of artists. There's some parts of your art that you really like, and then there's some parts you want to change. And it just develops with the skill you develop, and there's no rush to really find a style. I mean, if you just take the time and you practice and you start drawing, that's the main thing. You'll find what you like and how you like to draw things, and then before you know it, you have a style. Another question I received was, how do you find a style and stick with it? A lot of people have a lot of different styles. If you look at someone like, I'm trying to think who has, Mark Curley. He has multiple different styles. He has more of an anime style, and then he also does more of a realistic or semi-realistic style. It doesn't have to be one style you have. It just depends on the certain drawing you want to do. So having more than one is really not a bad thing, especially if you're doing like freelance work. Sometimes somebody will ask you to, draw an anime character for me. And if you have that knowledge of that style, it's a lot easier. So you have more versatility in that sense. But I totally understand wanting to stick with a personal style and have that go across in all of your drawings. Basically, the more you practice your style, the better you'll get at it, and the more things you'll find about it that you like I said earlier, and it'll be easier for you to recreate it with each drawing. Another question I received was, how do I develop a style without copying others? This is a very good question, and I see a lot of people ask this question. When you're developing a style, it's okay to take things from other artists that you really like about their styles and apply it to your own. It is also a good way to learn proportions and how you want your cartoon figures to look, or how you want your eyes to look. But make sure, if you do copy it directly and then you post it online, to give credit to that artist. I personally have no problem with people copying my stuff as long as they give me credit, or even if they ask me first. Because I know people are trying to learn. I've been there, and a lot of other artists have been there. So if you ask them for, permission to use their work or to practice, or if you tag them, most artists don't mind, but it's really up to the artist. Every artist has different rules about how you use their art. Something else I think is important when you're trying to find a style is you need to know what the things you want to distort look like. So let's say you want to do a cartoon eye. You need to know what an actual eye looks like in real life. So start filling your sketchbook with different eyes, and then after that, find some styles of eyes that you like. So let's say you like the way Lois does her eyes, you can draw a few of hers. Or if you like the way Disney does their eyes, draw a couple of theirs. And then take the things you like from both those artists and combine it into your own personal style. That's something that I did a lot, and looking at YouTube videos is also a great resource on how to find different styles. Definitely just time and practice. I preach this all the time. The more you practice, the better you're gonna get. And don't rush to have a style. Your style will come to you naturally. I kind of, in the beginning, got frustrated because I couldn't find a style. But when I started to let loose and kind of just draw and figure out what I liked and how I liked to draw it, my style just naturally came about. So I think I'm going to cut off here. I hope you enjoyed the coloring process of this angry mermaid. If you want to see my other mermaids, be sure to check out my Instagram at Pretty Little Drawings. I would love to have you there. You can look at my prompt and maybe finish off Mermay with me. Let me know what else you want to see on my YouTube channel. I do plan on continuing my How to Draw a Face series. I just want to get better at explaining how I draw a face before I film the video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!